Hi, I wanted to show you my vintage Chiefs helmets, Kansas City Chiefs of course. Starting on the far left, this is kind of common at Rawlings. I call them a fan helmet. Thought it was interesting in that this one has a sticker dating it to 1971. I think it was probably some church program, Touchdown 71. Rawlings, these were pretty common. They were not used by the Chiefs, but they're neat now in that they have the vintage 2-bar face mask, but obviously not for pro use. Riddell actually, of course, was the company that pretty much had a monopoly, virtual monopoly on the NFL helmets for years. So, starting here, this is a Riddell Craylite, date-coded 1972. You notice, of course, it doesn't have a liner because it's one of those helmets that Riddell painted the correct color, put the correct sticker, 2-bar face mask, and they sent off to a sports memorabilia company who made lamps out of them. Of course, the lamp running up, fastening, going through. So you didn't have a liner, but still, this is one of the few ways a lot of us can get one of these awesome old Riddell Craylite helmets in the old school NFL fashion. I actually added this chin strap. Normally it would not come with that. At least it has the cheek pads on it. Next one is actually a Kansas City Chiefs owned helmet. This is a 1979 Riddell. It's a Pack 3, and I know it was used, set up and used by the Chiefs because it has this wonderful DunGuard aluminum face mask. Normally, a Riddell helmet would come with Riddell face mask. Now, Bobby Yarborough, who was the team equipment manager, liked the DunGuard mask because at the time it was the only one you could get in white. Now, you notice the older one is in gray. Yarborough had a theory that a white face mask would show a face mask penalty be more evident to the referees, and there apparently was some credibility to that. But this was kind of unique for the Chiefs from about mid-70s through the early 80s. You notice it's firmly fastened at the top and only at the side where you could actually quick release it. In case a player was injured, you had to take the helmet off. A lot more heavily padded. There's a date code, kind of hard to see, but it's 1979, and it is a Pack 3 model. This has been used. You can see sweat marks on the cheek pads and inside. Great helmet. This is what I'd probably call a running back face mask. And on the end, this is another Riddell Pack 3, and I believe this was player-worn, game used. Face mask has changed. Yarborough was fired by Coach John Mackovic, and Mackovic wanted to use this company's face mask. I think it's an Adams or Schutt, can't remember, but it's different obviously from the DunGuard. It's more the conventional steel with white vinyl. As you can see, unfortunately, it had been clipped probably sometime during a game or practice, who knows. This one's interesting in that it has a date in here, now if you can see too well, 1985, and there's a number, player number 77, which I believe was Rick Baldinger. Now I don't know, I've not contacted him to find out if this is his helmet. Conceivably this was something that, got out of the locker room and just private hands at some point, where I was lucky enough to get it. Even with the damaged face mask holders, I think it's a pretty neat piece. Yeah, I could probably replace those, but hey, it's part of the history of the helmet. So I feel fortunate to have two vintage Chiefs helmets. So anyhow, there you have it. Thank you for looking.